Welcome back. In the previous video, we learned that King Edward has asked us, Graham of Daventry, to search for 3 lost treasures, and if we succeed, we will become the next king. As Edward doesn't really have much of a family left, and he's getting very old in age, and yeah, so anyway, we're going to begin our quest. And we've already looked around. Now, the thing about this is that this game, and with any Sierra game, there are many deaths. For example, as you can see, there's a serpent in the moat, and if I was to walk too far, well, oops. That's not good. The moat monsters appreciate your good taste. And of course that death theme. So we'll just restore. Okay, so we can't obviously do that. And we actually do have an inventory, just so you know. And we're carrying nothing at the moment. It's Control I, apparently. Alright, to learn some of these shortcuts. I am going to try and make Graham walk a little bit faster, because he does tend to walk a little bit slow. There we go. And hopefully that will speed things up. And the one thing I can suggest about playing any of these games, or any Sierra game for that matter, would be to save very often. And I'll try and show you as many of the death scenes as I can. I'm going to be trying to try to get as many of the points as I can. I'm actually following a guide because it's been so long since I played these games, and rather than just making endless videos or videos where I'm sitting around trying to remember what to do, I'm actually going to show you guys how to get the most points possible in each of the games that I play. With the exception sometimes of when I'm playing a new game. Obviously I'd like to experience it firsthand, but for these games I feel like it's a good idea to try and maximize the effort and just show you everything the game has to offer. With that said, let's begin our quest. I'm going to move my mouse out of the way because I'm using a keyboard. The mouse is kind of handy, but I prefer the old keyboard and typing way. So the first thing we need to do is we actually need to head out west. So that's where we're going to go. And as you can see, as you walk along, you see a bit of more of the castle, and again, you can still look around, and it says the same thing that it said in the beginning of the first video, so. And here we will stop, and I'm actually going to slow down a little bit. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, and we're going to look around. You're in a shady forest clearing. A large rock rests in the middle of the clearing. Look at the rock. You see nothing special, Sir Graham. Ah, alright. Well, what we want to do is we actually want to move the rock. If I can get up to it. There we go. It'll be very difficult to move the rock from here. Huh. Move big rock. You can't. Alright, move rock. There we go. Oh no! I totally forgot which side it was on. The moving rock rolls downhill and right onto you, a crushing defeat. Well, there you go. You got a free death scene because I forgot that I was supposed to be on the opposite side. Yeah. Anyway. You're welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Alright, well, let's try that again, shall we? Come on, Graham, walk faster. There we go. Okay, so this time, we know to be on this side. Move rock. With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath. Interesting. Look, hole. There is an intently carved dagger in the hole. Look, dagger. You could see it better if you picked it up. Oh, pick up dagger. You reach into the hole and grasp the dagger, being careful not to cut yourself. And there's our dagger. This is a finely silver dagger with a very sharp edge. Neat. Okay, so now that we've got the dagger, we want to continue going west. If I can. There we go. And let's take a look around. This is a serene mountain lake with a small beach of pebbles on its edge. Right over here. So we want to come down here. And we want to take some pebbles. Take pebbles. There we go. You grab a handful of pebbles. You have 5 smooth, rounded pebbles. So those will come in handy in a bit. Okay, so we've got ourselves a dagger, and we've got ourselves some pebbles. We're ready to slay some monsters. I mean, look for some treasure. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is jump in the lake and go for a swim. No, I'm just kidding. We actually want to go, I believe it's east. I'm just gonna check my documentation. Yes, we want to go back east. And we actually want to go north. So we'll walk around the big boulder. Preferably not to fall in the hole. And there's a big tree. There is an enormous oak tree growing here, its branches reaching up to the sky. Well, we actually want to try and climb the tree. Can't climb a tree from here. How about now? Climb tree. Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily clamber up the trunk to the branches above. Far out on a huge branch, there is a nest. Ah! Can we look at the nest? You're too far away from the nest to see it clearly. Alright, well. Now, there is a situation here where if you can fall from the tree. However, if you fall from the tree, you will not die. And I will save my game just to show you. Call it tree. When I was a kid, I thought I was dead after this, but really, it just knocks you down and you basically have to start all over again. So we'll just climb the tree again. But basically, it's just implying that you do want to be careful. Of course, I am not very careful. So again, this may be a situation where the mouse is definitely worth it. Because basically you want to walk towards the... Oh, for crying out loud. Where you definitely want the egg, so... Alright, good. So far so good. Alright. A little more. Perfect. So, now that we've made it successfully to the golden egg, we can actually look at the egg. And it is golden, if you couldn't tell. There was a perfectly shimmering golden egg lying in the nest. Well, let's take the egg. Really? I'm not close enough? Why not? Take egg. There we go. carefully lift the golden egg out of the nest. You are holding a lovely golden egg. Great. So now that we've got the egg, we're going to just climb down, or in this case, we'll just jump off. And now that we have the egg, we need to head north. And although there's a door, well, look at the bird. The birds of Daventry are beautiful, are they not? Look, door. Don't be afraid. Get close enough for a good look. Yeah, no. We're going to carefully just avoid the door for now. And head north. These are some of the largest, plumpest walnuts you have ever seen. Oh, look, there's a squirrel. And he disappeared. And again with the bird. So what we want to do is grab the walnuts. You choose a big, meaty-looking walnut from the bunch scattered around. And you need to open the walnut. When you open the walnut, you discover the nut inside is pure gold. Wow, I got it on the first try. Normally, sometimes this can take a couple of tries, but you need to open up the walnut to get the golden or pure piece of gold inside, or the gold nut. And the thing about this game, too, is there are certain items that you can use for certain situations, but in doing so, it makes the game unwinnable. Just as similarly, if you don't find a particular item, it also makes the game unwinnable. So in that sense, looking everywhere, exploring everything, talking to everybody when they're, in any adventure game is certainly something you should do, and I definitely recommend it in the King's Quest series as we progress, and you'll see that as we go on. Alright. Well, we now have a gold walnut. When you open the walnut, you discover the nut inside is pure gold. I like gold. I have a gold egg and a gold walnut, and some pebbles and a dagger. I say we just kill King Edward and take the crown for ourselves. Now, of course, we can't do that. We did promise that we would find his treasures, so we will certainly do that. Now that we have the golden nut, or egg, and everything else, we're going to go east. Looks like there's a piece of pie on the ground. This is a charming little wooded area of the forest. Pine trees and lush grass grow here, especially in the especially rich soil here. And what we want to do is you see what appears to be, it looks like a bowl here. And it's right here. There appears to be some sort of bowl sitting next to the tree. Take the bowl. Inscribed on the inside of this empty ceramic bowl is the word fill. Huh. Okay. And the reason being, to your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew. You eat every bite of delicious stew. So you get points for it. And you can keep doing this. But as you can see, I keep losing points. So it's important that we have the bowl. We will say fill when the time comes, I assure you, but it's not worth it. Yeah, so now that we have the bowl, we need to go south once. And there may or may not be an elf wandering around. Hopefully we find him. Doesn't appear that there is. So we'll try going south, but let's take a look around first. This is a clear mountain lake with some low and rocky banks surrounding it. Alright, we'll go back up. There he is. Wandering along the banks of a beautiful lake, you see a cute little elf. Oh, we should probably try and get close enough to talk to him. There we go. Talk to elf. The elf is impressed by your friendliness and responds by handing you an elegant little ring. I've had my... I can't do an elf voice, so...
I've had my eye on you, Sir Graham. Methinks you might enjoy this little trinket. For just a wee bit o' time, it has the power to make ye invisible. Make it give ye as much entertainment as ye have given me this day.
And with that, the elf vanishes. Wow. I apologize for the horrible elf voice, but I'm kind of getting over a cold, and I didn't really want to try and talk really high-voiced or high-pitched. I did try to do a Kermit voice, but it just didn't sound right for an elf. Either way, we have a magic ring now. Your hand tingles slightly as you look at this jeweled ring. Indeed. Alright, well, we did see a garden back this way, so maybe we should go check that out. You see a brick border surrounding a well-kept garden. Well, I'm sure they won't mind us going in there. This is a well-tendered carrot patch. The carrots look tempting to a hungry traveler. And you pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground. And now we have our carrot. This looks like an ordinary carrot. And again, one of those things where you can eat the carrot, but you lose points. So again, don't eat the carrot. If you want to maximize the chances of you actually winning this game and, of course, maintaining a high score. Alright, so we've just gotten ourselves a carrot. What we want to do now is we want to go east twice and north once. So let's go ahead and do that. East once. And more of the garden over here. Let's take a look around while we're here. You are standing in a clearing. The view of the forest is most pleasant here. Okay. And we said we wanted to go north once. What the?
Gentle Sir Graham, I am your fairy godmother. Your quest is indeed noble. What little aid I can offer you is this protective magic spell, effective but a little while.
Oh, neat.
I shall be watching over you, Sir Graham.
Thanks, fairy godmother. So I should point out that the spell will help us because there are certain creatures, rather certain specific people, namely a witch, that may or may not try and capture us, and the protective spell does help us out. It is limited and timed, however, and not necessarily required to defeat the witch, but certainly does help. I wasn't anticipating her to show up this early in the game, but hey, c'est la vie. In saying so, we're still going to go north. And let's take a look around. You see a fragrant patch of clover growing in this lush meadow. You don't say. Well, what we want to do at this point is we want to pick a 4-leaf clover. Oh, it's not quite within reach. How about now? Still not in reach? How about now? Oh, because it's over here. I was looking at the grass, and then I didn't see this here. Way to go, Brad. Way to go. Alright. Still not within reach. Oh, come on. I'm standing right on it. There we go. And we have our 4-leaf clover. You are holding a large 4-leaf clover. Hooray! We're doing well for ourselves. Alright, now we want to continue by going east twice and south once. Or, sorry, east twice and south twice. Oh, there's a lake. The surrounding boulders and trees are reflected on the small mirror-like lake. It's not very hard to get lost in this game, but if you weren't going in the right direction, you could find yourself backtracking or walking around in circles. A large cave is at the edge of this meadow. Ooh. Let's see what's in the cave, shall we? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? It's very dark and damp in here. A large boulder is blocking what may be another entrance to this cave. Well, unfortunately, we can't go anywhere here, so we'll go back. Alright, so now we want to go... I think I said south twice, right? Did I say that right? Go east twice. We got the carrot. East twice and south twice. Right. There's a goat. Someone here has built a smelt goat pen. Alright, look around here. You're in a quiet part of the forest. There's an old rotted stump here. Look and stump. Oh, wait. Stump's over here. I thought that was the log. Ha ha! From here, you can see the stump is very old and rotting away. Inside the rotting stump, you notice a small leather pouch. Can we take it? As you lift the pouch from the stump, you feel its contents shifting inside. You are holding a plain leather pouch. Interesting. Alright, well, we will go over here and open the pouch. What was shifting inside? Cautiously, you open the pouch and see many sparkling and flashing diamonds. Quickly, you close it again, so as not to lose any. Alright, so we know that the pouch actually has diamonds inside. When I was a kid, I always thought that this was a creature, but it actually turns out it's just flowers, I believe, attached to the stump. Okay, so we actually need to go back to that goat. And we're going to open up the goat pen. Look. Oops, I can't type. This is the crude wooden fence that the goat... Can I not open it? What do I have to type? Open fence, open pen, open gate? You best be careful, young Graham. The mystic protective spell of mine has weakened and departed. We'll be fine. Alright, so now that we've got the pen open, now this is going to be a bit of a tricky part because you have to get the goat to follow you to a certain location, and timing can be everything, and it can just be, so you just got to be patient. But what you need to do here is, we needed the carrot, because it's the only way that I am aware of that the goat will follow you. If I'm wrong, and then there's another way, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure this is the only way you can get him to follow you. So, what we want to do is, we want to wait for the goat to get close enough. Hopefully he gets over here. Come here. Basically, we want to show carrot to goat. Show. Come on. Nope. Stop. Show carrot to goat. Oh, come on. Yeah, I know he's got to get closer. He's got to get real close. Boom. Gotcha. When you tempt the old goat with the carrot, he starts to follow you. Excellent. So now we want to lead him south once, west twice, and south once more. So south, west, west, south. And he will follow you. And you'll want to wait for the goat too, so, you know, take your time. Alright, so we said south, we went once. South, west, west. So we gotta go west, this way. West. West again. And then, is he still with me? He's still with me. Okay, good. And then south. Uh-oh. Did I lose him? Nope, I didn't lose him. Good. Oh, and look. Here's a bridge. I guess I'm playing with an emulator, by the way. So, as I don't actually own the game anymore. But anyway. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to try and cross the bridge. As you start to cross the bridge, a huge hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way. It is a well-known fact that goats hate trolls intensely. You move aside and let the goat take care of this wretched, nasty troll. The goat lowers his head and runs straight for the troll, butting him right into the bridge and into the river below. That's the last you'll see of that troll. And the goat took off. A rough-hewn plank bridge spans the deep rushing river here. Okay. Well, we haven't exactly found a treasure yet, but at least we did take care of a troll that was blocking a bridge with the help of our goat. What lies on the other side of this bridge? Well, for that, we'll have to wait until the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to click the like button. Hopefully subscribe if you enjoy my videos. More Let's Plays are coming, and some unboxings as well. Happy New Year to everybody. And again, take care, be excellent to each other, and as always, party on.